I'd like to welcome you all to the August 27th, 2018 regular meeting of the City of Coolidge City Council. Call this meeting to order. We're going to have an invocation by Reverend Lonnie Hutchins with the First Christian Fellowship Church. And go ahead and come on up, Lonnie. And after that, let's have a moment of silence for Senator McCain, and then we'll get into the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Everybody please remove their hats and bow their heads, please. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we come together tonight to have a meeting of the council for Coolidge, Arizona. We're asking, dear Lord, to lay your hand upon each member and the mayor, make the right decisions for everybody concerned. No matter what our views are, we all want to be in accord with one another. We ask in God's gracious and holy name. Amen.
Thank you, and God bless Senator McCain. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Norma?
Councilmember Jimmy Walker.
Here.
Councilmember Steve Hudson.
Here.
Councilmember Robert Huddleston. Mayor John Thompson.
Here.
Vice Mayor Jackie Henry.
Here.
Councilmember Joseph Marsh.
Here.
And Councilmember Tatiana Murrieta.
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you, Norma. Under presentations, item number 4, presentation by Ms. Renee Garling on the Adopt a Street program. Welcome. And thank you for cleaning up Coolidge.
Hello, Mayor and City Council people and the community. So, I want to tell you guys, take a breath. We created a group in Coolidge called the Better Human Coalition. There was a lot of trash. We started walking, we started exercising. We noticed there was a lot of things that we needed to do in Coolidge. We've seen a lot of negativity that was talked about on Facebook, just regarding everything. Everybody has different views, opinions, and we got a group together where we all just wanted to start being better. We just wanted to start bringing positivity. I'll read you our goal. Better Human Coalition is a group founded in love to promote and encourage people doing good things in Coolidge. We want to clean up the trash, take time to make someone smile, spread joy, peace, and contagious positivity. Our goal is to be a force in bringing pride back to our community. I had a meeting with Rick before this. That's why I'm emotional. I'm usually not an emotional person. But he sat with me for well over an hour. The man gave me a rock, a painted rock that he paid money for. That's a pretty cool dude. And you guys have been getting a lot of grief. And I was not one of the naysayers. I was one of the ones like, what the heck is wrong with these people? Why don't they start acting right? And what's wrong? I asked Tina Kaufman, who is a dear friend to me, hey, you want to run for mayor this year? I need somebody that's going to care about this town. So I asked Tina, and she's like, you know what? I'll think about that. And I started cleaning up stuff, and the cops were starting to park places. And I was like, you know what, Heather, we need to do this legally. Let's go schedule a meeting with the mayor. And I had emailed him, and his email said that he wouldn't be able to respond back to me Thursday, and the man respond back to me in an hour. I think we had a meeting the next day with Monica, Bobby, these are my people as well. And they're like, hey, we want to talk to you, and we're going to bring Rick on in, and we're just going to have a meeting. So we had a meeting, and I was like, hey man, I want to clean up Coolidge. You know, I've been painting these pallets and putting them on poles. You know, these poles are there. I don't want to break rules, so I'm not really breaking rules. And it's trash that's been blowing in places, so I'm just picking it up and repurposing it. So the mayor's like, you know, I'm glad, you know, you let me know that you're doing this. I'm glad you're picking up trash, and I just want to thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I asked for trash bags. I got more than enough. I asked for bins. I got more than enough. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. In July, we were sweating our guts out in July picking up trash. You guys thought I was nuts. I thought I was nuts, but we did it, and it's looking better. You know, we still have some naysayers out there, but my shoulders are broad. I love this town. I won a contest. You know, me and Heather were married. I won a contest, a pride contest. And it says, you know, what's your pride? And my pride was Coolidge. So I talked to the mayor again. I'm like, hey man, just in case this ends up in the news, because, you know, me and Heather, you know, I don't know how, you know, sketchy stuff's going on, you know, with the churches and stuff, and people look at us different, you know. But you guys have welcomed us. You're like, hey, you know, come on in. Anytime you need anything, you call me. Here's my cell phone number. I appreciate that. I thank you. You guys are bringing humanity back, and thanks. Appreciate that. We got Heather.
Okay, so good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council. I wanted to deliver the details on how to get involved in the Adopt a Street program. I guess it was originated in August of 2016 and kind of sputtered out. So we're going to try to get people excited and involved. So it's a new, not so new program. So basically there's an application process. It'll be on the city website with all the safety guidelines. We have a map that we're going to have at the cleanup on September 8th, which is next Saturday. So we can start penciling in names for stretches of street that, you know, people are interested in cleaning up. So when you make the commitment to adopt a street, it's a 1 mile segment. You have to do an initial cleanup, which will earn you your sign at the beginning and the end of these miles. And then you're committed to 4 times a year, quarterly, after that initial cleanup. I think the commitment is a year that the sign will stay up as long as you keep your end of the bargain up. It's a really, really good way to get your family name out there, your business name, your church name, your organization name. It's great advertising. Let's see. We're trying to find somebody to design the sign. We thought about I think it was Rick's idea, the contest between the art departments of the schools to design the Adopt a Street sign. We want to bring community together. It's a good way for your families to get out there and bond over, you know, trying to make the city look better. We want it to be clean. We want it to look nice, so people want to live here. They want to move here. They want to open businesses here. We want people to feel happy. We want to educate the youth and people on the damage that, you know, littering in the trash does to, it brings your attitude down, it brings the morale down, and we want people to feel good, and we want them to, you know, be here, and especially the damage that it has on the environment. We pick up trash out of animal holes. I mean, that's sad. What else do I have? You know, if you're out, you walk out, if you can't, or you're not interested, or you can't physically get out and clean up a mile of road, I mean, it's a commitment. Just walk to the end of your driveway. If you see trash, pick it up and throw it away. It's so easy, and that would save a lot of the blowing and the, you know, all of that. There's resources if you see somebody illegally dumping, you know, you call the police. There's numbers for, you know, when you see littering. So we will try to do the sign up, hopefully get a lot of people together on the September 8th cleanup, and any updates that we have, we will post on the Coolidge community chat page, of course, and the Better Human Coalition has a Facebook page as well, so follow us and we'll post and try to keep everybody motivated and going. And that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll move out of the presentations and into call to the public. That's a section of the meeting where you have 3 minutes to come up and address the council should you desire. Please state your name and your address if you choose to do so. And now's the time. Not seeing anybody approach. We will move out of call to the public and into business items for consent. Is there any items that you want pulled off of the agenda? Okay, then I'm going to read them out. Item 5. Consider approval of street closures for the city's annual 2018 Coolidge Days celebration, parade, and carnival set for October 2nd through October 8th, 2018. The annual CHS Homecoming Parade set for October 4th, 2018. And the Electric Light Parade on December 14th, 2018. Item 6. Consider approval of entering into an entertainment agreement between the City of Coolidge and Brown's Amusement Inc. for the purpose of providing carnival services during the 2018 Coolidge Day celebration. Item 7. Consider approval for street closures for the 2018 Veterans Day Parade to be held on Saturday, November 10th. And item 8. Consider approval of the claims for the month of July 2018. Okay, there's so I need a motion.
Mayor, with no further discussion, I make a motion that we approve consent agenda items 5, 6, 7, and 8 as read.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Business regular items. Item 9. Resolution number 18-18. A resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Coolidge, Arizona, adopting the notice of intent to enter into an economic development retail tax incentive agreement with Nikola Corporation, a Delaware corporation, and findings of fact. You?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
This item, resolution number 18-18, as you mentioned, is a resolution the council to consider of adopting the notice of intent to enter into an economic development retail tax incentive agreement with Nikola Corporation. And the findings of fact are all listed in your supporting material. One of the materials there is a study that was done by the Economic and Real Estate Consulting, which is Elliott Pollock. And just briefly, just give you a project description here, right offhand out of this study. It's a lengthy study, several pages, but Nikola is proposing to invest an estimated $800.8 million in a new manufacturing facility, with $446.8 million related to the construction and the remaining $354 million for production equipment. In the first year of operations, which is, they're looking at probably 2020, early 2021, the company is expecting to hire 213 employees the first year. Hiring will continue for the next 4 years through 2025, at which time the company is planning on 1,762 total employees at the site with average wages of $80,000. This is all spelled out in the economic development agreement. This is required in order for the council to consider a retail sales tax initiative like you're looking at tonight. The economic impact of the development project is expressed in the reports, which really outline the regional benefits. During the construction phase project will create an estimated 3,246 person years of direct construction employment, which will equate to 5,237 person years of total employment over the 6-year construction time frame. Construction of the project will also generate over $278.3 million in wages and nearly $717.2 million in total economic output. When the initial operations begin, the project will employ, like I said, 213 direct workers and pay over $17 million in wages, which will produce over 110.3 million in direct economic output. The impact from operations will continue to grow over the remaining 4 years until stabilized operations produce about 1,762 direct employees. That's just kind of some pieces of information out of the Elliott-Pollock study that will help you better understand the economic impact of this facility being built in this area. Briefly, Nikola Motor Company is accelerating their timeline for build-out of its manufacturing operation in Arizona due to recent significant orders. They recently had an order of 800 of its hydrogen electric semi-trucks by Anheuser-Busch. And in order to accommodate this accelerated schedule, they've identified a site in Coolidge that has the necessary infrastructure in place to meet their expected timelines. And I would give a lot of credit to our economic development partner, Saint Holdings. Jakob Anderson and Matt McCormick have been working very closely with us, with the Arizona Commerce Authority, with the county, Tim Knavel, Arizona Commerce Authority. I know that there's been many people involved in conversations to help us ensure that what they want to do here is done in a timely manner. Development of the 1 million square foot manufacturing plant on the 430 acre parcel in Coolidge is projected to break ground in around 2020, with preliminary design work already underway. They'll bring approximately $1 billion in capital investment, and when you look at for the region, about 2,000 jobs. There are several jobs that'll be in a facility that's currently under construction in Phoenix. Be Nikola's new headquarters and research and development facility. That project is currently nearing completion. Should be completed early next year. Like the initial offer and the incredible enthusiasm that was expressed by the city of Buckeye and GPEC, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, they played a decisive role in helping this company choose Arizona in the first place. And although they're looking at building this manufacturing facility in Coolidge, they believe Arizona remains the perfect partner location for Nikola to design and manufacture its revolutionary technology. Enough about that. Let me just talk a little bit briefly, Mayor and Council, about the incentives that are being offered through the agreement that you would consider 2 weeks from tonight under Arizona revised statute. Tonight's action is just a notice of intent to enter the agreement. 2 weeks from tonight would be the council's decision to either act or not act on the agreement. The incentives that are being discussed in this package to entice this company here are as follows. Not too far, hang on. Reimbursement of 49% of the sales taxes received by the city for the construction of the manufacturing facility for a period of 10 years from the date of certificate of occupancy. This reimbursement could provide approximately $5.69 million to the company, assuming a construction value of $446,800,000. That is again the manufacturing facility value, the construction value. The city will support to designate the facility as a foreign trade zone under FTZ number 75, Phoenix, Arizona FTZ. In addition to the benefits normally afforded to a foreign trade zone, it also provides a change in the property tax assessment ratio from 18% to 5%, thus reducing the real and personal property taxes by about 72.2%. This was a very important part of their consideration of doing this project in Arizona, and we'll have to continue to work on supporting that foreign trade zone application as the company makes that application. Number 3, the city will authorize a local option exemption per the Arizona revised statutes, for the abatement of the city portion of sales tax on electricity costs for the manufacturing facility, which combined with a state and county exemption will save the company up to 10.2% on electricity costs. Therefore, the city will provide a sales tax reimbursement of 49% of the city portion of sales tax paid on direct sales made in Coolidge from the facility or from a retail outlet that may locate in the city for a period of 10 years from the date of certificate of occupancy. And finally, the city will provide an annual payment indexed to a maximum of 49% of the city's portion of the property tax received from the facility for up to 10 years, beginning at the date of issuance of a final certificate of occupancy of the facility for a commensurate amount of additional public benefits provided by the company. And public benefits are defined as those things the city would normally provide. If the company decided to say help us build a fire station or to make a roadway improvement, these are improvements that the city would normally do. We would reimburse them a portion of the property tax, 49% of the property taxes that the city would receive to help offset some of those public improvement costs. Those are the 5 points that are outlined in the agreement, in the economic development initiative. And let's see. In total, the city of Coolidge is estimated to receive a net tax benefit of $6.7 million over the construction period. City revenue from operations could occur as early as 2020 when production and other equipment is purchased. In the first year of operations, the project is expected to create an estimated $109,860 in taxes for the city of Coolidge. That figure increases to $324,820 in year 2 of operations and $598,430 in year 3. At full employment in 2025, the city is estimated to collect $987,840. And going forward, revenues will fluctuate based on the depreciation schedules of the purchased equipment. And then over the first 10 years, the project is expected to generate nearly $12.6 million in net revenues for the city of Coolidge. And over 20 years, the total is nearly $21.2 million for the city. That is all right out of the Elliott Pollock study, based on certain cost estimates. Mr. Mayor, I don't have anything else to add to this.
And a portion of that, or a summary of that, is included in the backup information that we received.
All of it?
The whole report. So anybody that wants to read, because I'm not entirely sure that some of us aren't still under the non-disclosure. There's certain things we probably can't discuss, but I would point out that we are following the law, and this is something that we have to do per statute. We have another 14 days from now, we have to meet again.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this is all required under ARS 9.511, which is detailed what the city must do before they enter into an economic incentive agreement for retail sales tax and will be used as part of the incentives. And so it just spells out what the city must do. Tonight's the first night, simply the notice of intent to do that. Simply because one of you votes for the notice of intent does not mean you have to vote for the actual agreement once it comes before you in 2 weeks. But we're just saying notice that the city is intending to do this, and that will be taken up at our next council meeting, the actual.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, a lot of work has to be done still. Obviously, there's a lot of work on the part of many individuals, including the state, to the county, the landowner, the company, the city. We'll be working diligently, as we have demonstrated in the last several weeks. It's been pretty fast, actually. We will work diligently to ensure that this project is successful here in Coolidge. We're excited about it. We think it'd be great to have this many jobs created for our region, and would really be one of the largest employer, I think, in Pinal County. When you think, well, maybe not the mining, I don't know how the mining, but it's significantly one of the largest manufacturing concerns that we have in Pinal County.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
I just want to thank our partners involved in this, and then if there's nothing further,
Here. If there's nothing further, I move to approve number 9, resolution number 18-18 as read.
Second.
there's a motion and a second. Norma?
Councilmember Hudson,
Yes.
Councilmember Walker,
Yes.
Councilmember Murrieta,
Yes.
Councilmember Marsh,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Henry,
Yes.
and Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Now we'll move into report from the mayor, council, and/or city manager.
Saturday, I attended the ribbon cutting for Arizona Fitness. Awesome place. Big thank you to the ladies out there and your efforts. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And the weekend, Arizona, the nation lost a great man. Condolences to the McCain family. He will truly be missed. He was a awesome partner to the state of Arizona, to Coolidge, and to several of our native tribes in Arizona. That's it.
I'd also like to give my condolences and prayers to the McCain family. We did lose a great American hero this weekend. Also, condolences and prayers to Kenneth Brown family and Jackie Henry family for the loss of a good friend of mine, Kenneth Brown. And tomorrow is voting day. I hope everybody goes out and votes. And I wish everybody that's running good luck. Thank you.
I would like to echo those two, and I also want to give thanks to Pinal St. Holdings for working with us.
Attended the League of Cities, which was a great event. Learned a lot, met a lot of people there to make contacts with, get information. That was really nice. My condolences also to the McCain family. And elections tomorrow. Steve stole my thunder, but yeah, elections tomorrow, so make sure you get out and vote. That's it.
I too attended the League of Cities and the ribbon cutting of the Arizona Fitness. Would like to thank the ladies for all that they're doing and getting that going. And also like to thank everybody that's involved in this Project 10, as we called it, and to the McCain family. I'd like to send my condolences to them. That's it.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, I think the world of the Better Human Coalition. They do a fantastic job. It's one of the things that I've been preaching since day one. We need to do better. We need to clean up and work harder around the community. And I think if we all take a little better effort and pick up the trash and clean up our yards and focus on what we can do to make our environment a little better, it really does mean a lot and will help us in the attraction of companies like Nikola and other companies that are absolutely looking at us. You know, I appreciate Pinal Land Holdings, also St. Holdings is what we should, and Matt McCormick is here tonight. Absolutely appreciate their partnership. They have done more really to help us with our economic development efforts, and I can, in all my years of economic development, never had a better partner, and they're just absolutely great to work with. I'm not surprised by Nikola's announcement to locate here. We have a great location. The Arizona Inland Port, Arizona, and the Pinal Logistics Park, situated that close to the I-8, I-10 interchange along the main line, or near the main line of the Union Pacific Railroad, on a segment of the railroad, with the future North-South Freeway, with all the utilities and infrastructure. APS has been instrumental. They're going to be providing power to this area, Southwest Gas. There are just a lot of needs that this company will require that will allow them to do the business here, and we have a property that is able to accommodate that. So really is a good opportunity for us. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. I do want to thank Pinal County St. Holdings for coming into business with us, if you will, more or less. We're all partners in this. 3.5 years ago, this council decided to go a different direction than what we've been doing the previous 12 years I've been on the council. And we're finally starting to see some results, I believe. And I think we're working with good, honest individuals, and I think these things are going to turn out pretty good for Coolidge. I want to thank APS for showing up again. They took a terrible beating a while back. It wasn't their fault, but I want to point that out. They're good partners, and they've helped us out quite a bit. For those who say Coolidge is going in the wrong direction, I say you're wrong. We have 2 or 3 new home builders coming in to build new homes, 2 of them in McClellan Meadows, and 1 of them in Country Walk, I believe it is. So there's really going to be 3. And so this, coupled with some of the other things that we're looking into, I think we're headed in the right direction. I do want to take time to thank the Fearsome Foursome up here. Renee and the mob, they've done a great job. I thought they were crazy wanting to go out when it was 110 at 7 o'clock to pick up garbage, but we did. And I thank them for coming in and kind of turning it around a little bit. We all know, those of us that drive the streets every day know that a little cleanup's not going to hurt us, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. And in saying that, I look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.